Hey everyone and welcome to NICKO'S Bakery. Today we're making one of my favourites, the classic orange cake. It is so delicious and so simple. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, into a bowl, just grab a sifter and I'm going to put in our self-raising flour. Now if you don't have self-raising flour, just use normal flour with baking powder added. All the ingredients as usual are below the video here. Check it out. I'm also going to add in some cinnamon, and the cinnamon just gives it a nice, beautiful, fragrant smell in the cake. And just sift the flour through. Now I'm going to add our sugar. Now guys, I've just got some grated orange rind here. I'm going to add that in, and that orange rind really gives it a beautiful flavour inside that cake. Now we're going to be adding some fresh orange juice into the mix, and please do use fresh oranges. Don't use the bought orange juice in the containers. This is definitely going to give you a much better flavour. So you'll only need the juice of one orange. And just pour the juice straight in. I'm going to add in some eggs and some milk, and just give it a good stir. Now I've just lined a cake tin with baking paper, and I've just sprayed the outside with some vegetable oil. Right, let's get this batter in the tin. Now guys, just a little tip when you're baking cakes. If you get a cake tin, you've put your batter in, okay, to stop getting that big mound on your cakes, just spin it around like that and wait till all the batter goes up the side of that cake tin and away from the middle. Okay, now this goes into a preheated oven at 180 degrees C, and it goes in there for about 40 to 45 minutes. Just keep watching it. Test it with a skewer. If it comes out clean, you know it's cooked. So 40 to 45 minutes, 180 degrees, and this will be gorgeous. So I've just pulled our cake out of the oven, and what a lot of people make the mistake in doing is immediately trying to take the cake out of the tin. Don't. Leave it in the tin for a good 15 to 20 minutes or even half an hour. Wait till it cools right down, then take your cake out of the tin. Right, we're going to get started on a beautiful sugar syrup that we're going to put over the top of this orange cake. So we're going to be putting a really easy, sticky orange syrup over the cake. Now, over the stove, in a saucepan, get some more fresh orange juice from our oranges and just pour it straight in. And to that, I'm going to add some sugar. So guys, just keep stirring that over a medium heat. Don't stop stirring. You must do this continuously until that sugar dissolves and it just thickens slightly. So that's what you're after, guys. This is beautiful caramelly looking syrup, just like that. Right, leave it here with the heat off for about 5 minutes, and then we'll pour it over our cake. So guys, our cake is starting to cool on a rack, but it is still warm, and while it is still warm, I'm just going to grab a fork and just over the top of the cake, just press down just like that and make some holes in the top of the cake. Now the reason why I've put some holes over the top of the cake is obviously not to make it look pretty, but when we put the syrup on, I want that syrup to seep down into that cake. So when we cut it open, it'll be nice and moist, and that syrup will almost be running through it. It's gorgeous. So just grab your syrup and just very carefully pour it over the top of the cake, and make sure you get the entire surface of the front of that cake. So there you have it, guys, NICKO'S orange cake. It's so simple and it is so delicious. Now, the cake is not to be looked at, it's to be eaten, so don't worry too much about the presentation and the holes in the top of the cake. It's all about the flavour. So let's give this a try. beautiful crust on the outside. You can just see that syrup that's running through it, and on the top. Just have a look at that. Beautiful. That is so good. If you haven't made a cake before, give this a go. Like I said, it's really, really simple. All the ingredients, as always, are below the page. Just click for more info. You take care, and I'll see you here next week for NICKO'S Bakery.